Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Coach Calipari, if you could just make a couple of opening remarks, overview about the game, please.
Well, like I told our team after, I'm really proud of these guys. The way we played in that first half, to give ourselves a chance to win the game, and which is what we did. Duran Lamb, making shots, and these guys fighting. In the first half, these three didn't give us enough. In the second half, they came out and fought like crazy. And so we had our chance to win the game. And as a coach, that's all you can ask of these young people. Give us a chance to win. They gave us a chance, and we had our opportunity. And it's disappointing, but it's been a heck of a year.
Raise your hand. We'll go with questions for the student athletes only at this point. Raise your hand, and we'll get a microphone holder to you. Over here on the right, about the sixth row.
For Josh and DeAndre, UConn held you guys down shooting in Maui and then again tonight. What is it about their defense that makes it difficult?
Josh?
I just think we missed a bunch of open shots. We had good looks. Me personally, I couldn't knock anything down in the first half, missed a bunch of one-footers. And I know we had a bunch of good looks in the first half. We just couldn't make anything.
I think I wasn't aggressive enough in the first half and throughout the game. I mean, when I hit that three, I gave my team a chance to win. But I just think overall I wasn't aggressive.
Raise your hand. We can get a microphone holder to you.
You guys went into the half down by 10 and came back, and it was close throughout the rest of the game. What happened in the locker room? What changed?
Josh, you want to start with that?
I just think everybody was a little nervous. Nobody on our team has ever been this far. They had some veterans on that team that's played in games this far. I just think we came out tight in the first half, and the second half we really turned it up, and I think everybody came out loose.
I just think we was timid, missing shots, and they played better than us in the first half.
Darius?
Like DeAndre and Josh said, we came out playing timid. We didn't play as aggressive as we should have, and then in the second half, I think we kind of loosened up and played better.
Over here on the right.
DeAndre, it seemed like you achieved what you wanted to defensively, making Kemba work for everything he got. What was the key there, and what's the feeling coming out of this game with that kind of defense as opposed to at Maui?
In Maui, we played 3 games in 3 days, and I was out. And, I was fresh this game, and I just tried to make him work for everything he got. I mean, he a great player. He made some tough shots, and I can live with that.
Third row here down front.
And DeAndre is Mike Sudalter for the Houston Sun. Is this your last game in a Kentucky uniform?
I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm just thinking about academics right now, and we'll see. I talk to my family and go from there.
Raise your hand if you have a question. Over way on the left, fourth row on the left-hand section.
Susan Shan, Epoch Times. DeAndre, can you talk about that last shot? Was it designed for you coming out of that timeout? Was it a set play?
No, it wasn't. I should have drove it, but I thought I hit a 3, and I got fouled, and I made a shot, and I thought I had the eye hand a little bit. But it was a good shot, but it fell short.
Next question. Raise your hand, please. Down front, third row.
Noah Kozlov, Center Sport. Josh, you talked about you guys were timid and nervous at the start. Did you feel that during warm-ups, or is that more just when the game started after the tip?
I guess it was just after the tip. We're used to playing in front of large crowds at home. We sell out every game, 24,000. But this was triple that. We just came out. I guess we weren't expecting everything that goes on with the Final Four, all the pressure and everything, and we just came out and let it get to us. I guess in the second half, we came out and changed that.
Next question. Raise your hand, please. Fourth row down front.
Josh, can you just talk about what these last 3 weeks playing so well, in the SEC tournament and then the NCAA tournament has meant to you?
It's meant the world to me, not only for me, but for my teammates and what they've done. Everybody, as much as I've matured, everybody's matured with me, and as well as I was playing, they were playing the same. So, it makes me happy because, maybe I have a career after Kentucky now, which I didn't have before that. So, that's probably what I'm going to start focusing on now.
Raise your hand if you have a question, please. Any more questions for the student athletes? We have one by the column in the aisle.
Cliff Early Sports Byline. Y'all really came together incredibly well. You integrated a lot of freshmen with your leadership. How proud of y'all as the leaders of this team, the way it came together and had a remarkable run this year?
I'm just happy, like you said, how well our team came together. Early in the season, we didn't play well as a team, and from there, we just got better and better each game. And a lot of people doubted us, and we proved a lot of people wrong. We fell short from our goal we wanted, but I'm happy with my teammates, and I'm happy how they played, and I'm happy how far they've come.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much. You can go back to the locker room. We'll continue with questions for Coach Calipari. If you want to raise your hand and get a microphone holder to you, let's go sixth row here in the middle.
Ryan Fagan with Sporting News. Coach, with about 4 minutes left, Brandon got a steal, pushed in for the layup. If he hadn't hit that layup, were you thinking about calling a timeout the next time you got it? It had been a while since there was a stop in the game.
Well, I can't remember exactly the play you're talking about, but we had a couple plays where his legs were, and what we were telling him at that point was, look, we're playing through you. You don't have to score it. Just get somebody a shot, because right now Deron's not missing. DeAndre just made a three. Terrence is driving the ball pretty good, so just play off. But again, we had our chances. I mean, we fought back in the second half. I told them at halftime, we'll shock the world because we'll make some shots. Guys made no shots. You're down 10. That's why. We held a pretty good team to 56 points, and I hate to tell you, we talked about if we defend them this way, they're going to score around 56, maybe 60. I just didn't, think we'd score 55. We're a team that scores 7. So, again, we missed a lot of looks, and even the last one, what we said was, Brandon, look, we're going to play through you. You got a bunch of scorers out here. If you can't get it to the rim or get something you like, get somebody a shot.
Third row here on the right.
John Rothstein, MSG Network, CBS College Sports. John, how much did Napier change the dynamic in the game when he entered about 7 minutes in the first half, and how much does he change the dynamic when Kemba's out there?
He played well. I mean, he got in and did some good stuff, but again, when you shoot 4 for 12 from the foul line, and you're 2 for 12 from the 3 in the first half, you're going to be down 10. We came out in the second half and played and gave ourselves a chance to win, and that's why I told him I'm proud of him. I said, as a coach, you just want to make sure your team has the chance, last minute or so, with a chance to win. If DeAndre makes the shot with 2 seconds to go, now all of a sudden we win. But, they fought. I thought they did a great job. Kimba, had to work really hard to get baskets. Lamb made some baskets but didn't get a whole lot of shots up because we guarded them. You got to make shots now. In the end, I've been doing this a long time. If you come in this thing and you miss free throws, a lot of them, and a bunch of threes, it's hard to advance. Just hard.
Front row, left-hand section.
Mike Pesca, NPR. Coach, Pat Riley once said in the NBA there's winning and there's misery. Would you say the same calculus applies or doesn't apply to college basketball?
Well, what happens in college basketball, when it ends, you fall off a cliff. Just then. And you don't know it. Like, I didn't know it until he missed that shot and that kid made both free throws. Because I thought if he missed one, the same play we ran, we were going to run and get that shot, and it was going to go to overtime. And then all of a sudden he makes it, and you're thinking, well, maybe they'll foul on a three-point shot, but then it doesn't. You fall off the cliff, it's over. We just went 6 months, no days off for the coaches. We also went to Canada, so we spent another 2 or 3 weeks doing that. and now it just ends. It's done. And so for all the coaches out there, they know what I'm saying. It's just it's a tough deal.
Back row, or
Matt Jones, CBSSports.com. You all had a lot of shots that hit the front end of the graze the rim. Josh talked about being nervous. Do you attribute that to nervousness? It almost looked like trying to guide shots in at some points.
We were tight in the first half. And you know, again, we were tight, and our veterans were 1 for 12, I believe, in the first half. And we still had a chance to win the game. That's what's, you know, and we had our chances. Deron Lamb came in, and I told him the whole pregame stuff for 3 days that he was going to have a big game. I just felt it, and I really thought he did. But they were a little tight, first time out. So many days to get ready for this thing. I wish we had played and we had 2 days and had to keep playing. I think we'd have been better off. But, you know, give Connecticut credit. They played well. They defended us. They were physical. They blocked some shots down the stretch that were killers for us. Like, why did we just pull it out? Don't just throw it at the basket. And there were a couple of those. Kimba saved one in front of me. But that was plays Connecticut made, so give them credit.
fifth row over here on the right.
Jerry Tipton, Lexington Herald Leader. John, talk about, if you will, DeAndre's defense on Kemba, and how well did you guys contain him to make others do it?
Well, it was good. We played some zone today, and then we did some other things when they went middle pick and roll. We slipped into we brought our four-man up to clog up the middle if they went to a 1-4 flat or if they went to a middle ball screen, and that was effective. We played zone, and I'm not a zone coach. I don't play much zone. We did today because just to change up the game. And all I was trying to do is let's keep this close so we have a chance to win this thing. We weren't playing very well, and a lot of that can be attributed to UConn and how they defended us and were physical and got after us. But we just weren't playing well, and I was just saying, let's just hang around and see if we can make a play. And when DeAndre shot it, I'm like, please go in, because we were just basically dying for a bunch of that game.
Raise your hand if you have a question. We'll get a microphone holder to you. Let's go back row.
Lee Feinswag from Sports 225. UConn Butler, can you assess it?
I don't know enough about Butler to do that. I haven't watched them at all. Have not watched a game that they played, so I'd rather just stay away from it because I don't know. Connecticut's a good team, though. Butler's a good team, too.
Raise your hand if you have a question. Over here on the right again.
John, how much was fatigue a factor with Brandon, do you think? I mean,
Probably. I tried to get him out before the 12-minute timeout, and I told him, I'm giving you a break right now. If there was another spot that I could have done it, I would have. But he has played that kind of minutes all year and has done fine. But there was some anxiety to this game now. It's not I kept saying it's just another game. And I could say that all I want, but there's some anxiety that goes along with this game that may have gotten to him a little bit because he has not, I can't remember 1 or 2 games where the last 3 minutes he wasn't at his best. And I think he was a little bit fatigued, but again, if I had a chance, I would have taken him out one other time before the 8-minute mark, but the game never stopped. It just kept going and going and going.
Any more questions for Coach Calipari?
Thanks, folks.
Thank you.